Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm thankful to have Vanessa Bryant from CrossFit Saguaro, one of the best gyms in town, the place that I love to work out. And they're doing some really good things here. We've already talked about this. At Tompkins Family Chiropractic, we really work on not just helping you feel better, but we really want to make sure that we're taking the steps to help ourselves to really be healthy. And it takes more than one thing to do that. And one of those things is exercise. And when we have our fitness, then we have another step towards becoming not only pain free or feeling better, but actually really healthy. And so I'm just thankful for the opportunity to be here with Vanessa Bryant. Vanessa, thank you for joining us today.
Yes, thank you for having me, Emil.
I would love to hear a little bit about what got you into CrossFit coaching and starting this great gym that you have right now.
Yeah, my just to share a little bit of my background and where I came from, and I always feel like my story is so encouraging to just everybody because a lot of what we do at CrossFit, there's no prerequisites, right? You don't have to be a certain age, you don't have to have certain knowledge of how to do things because that's where we come in and show you how to do things. You don't have to have all these things in order to start. You can start wherever you're at. And the reason I open up with that is because I'll share my personal story. I literally did zero fitness until I was 30 years old. That's a long time to go without doing anything. So I was your typical ate fast food, didn't ever work out. Unfortunately, I had the mindset of, oh, I have this physique that because I was naturally thin, I had the perspective like, I don't need to do anything because I'm okay. I was unfortunately okay with the way I was looking at the time. Then I got pregnant with my first daughter, who's now 12, and from the pregnancy afterwards, I gained a lot of weight. I felt uncomfortable. And that's when I started tapping into I need to do something. And so it was actually in Virginia where I found CrossFit. And my husband has a Marine background. So for him, it was very easy. He always has been athletic. Me, again, never did anything until I was 30. So I come into this gym again. I have, like I said, there's no prerequisites, right? I didn't know anything about fitness. I knew nothing about squats, push-ups, nothing, pull-ups, nothing. And so coming in at 30 years old, just not having good eating habits and just unhealthy, it was just an eye opener to me because now I have a family. I have a husband, I have my children, and I want to number my days and be healthy for my family. And that way I always tell women, we can't pour out of our cup if our cup is empty. So if we're constantly low energy, stressed out, whatever, it could either be we're carrying around all this extra weight or we are too thin and we want to add muscle. It can go either way. And so I was like, okay, I got to do something. I have a baby now. I need to really just get healthy. Found CrossFit, and honestly, it was the people that ran me, like that kind of just really encouraged the community aspect that we've worked really hard to build here in Tucson. It's not, I'm not kidding you. Before I jumped on this call, I just got an email, and I would love to read it for verbatim, but I can't. But she literally just sent me this email, and I honestly don't know like her exact age, but I do know that she's older and she comes in with all the fun people and she works out. But she just sent us a long email saying, I just want to let you guys know I love CrossFit and I love your guys' atmosphere. And this is just an email to tell you guys are doing great and I love doing CrossFit with you guys. And it's just really cool to see that those type of emails just come and are prompted because we've invented a safe environment, fun environment, and it's just really cool. And I feel like I got off track, but anyways, yeah, really the people, that's what it was. The people, we've just worked very hard to create a safe environment for men and women, and just again, just a high energy and even a low energy, right? Let's be real. Not every day we're going to come in super 110% happy. Like, we've had people who have lost loved ones, and or certain things happen in life, but we all do life together. Like, we still, like, you still got to come in and move your body and take care of yourself. And so really the people won me over. I'll be honest with you, I like working out now, but if it wasn't for the CrossFit community, I would probably not be in a good state right now, honestly. Just the people, and seeing the people and coming in and working out, and they have been a huge impact. And so we are big on community, emotionally health, physically health. And so that's what drew me into my journey. The people won me over, the coaches, and just working out with other stay at home moms. And that's what suckered me into it. And I have never looked back since then. And now my body does things. I'm 42 years old, and my body does things that probably 42-year-olds shouldn't be doing, but I do it. I do pull-ups, I do push-ups, and I'm super proud of that because, again, coming from not knowing anything and not doing anything, I just went out to an amusement park with my daughter and walked 12 hours one day, 12 hours the next day, 15 hours the next day. And I told them, I'm so glad I can run around, and even though I have blisters on my feet, it's fine. But I was still healthy and I could keep up with my kids and do what I love.
So many people would do something like that, what you just mentioned, and really feel like that practically kills them. But when you do something that's taking such good care of your health, you can handle the hard
Yeah.
things almost not like it's nothing because it's still something, but you can handle the
Yeah.
hard things without nearly the same kind of trouble. That was a really important thing that you had mentioned before, as far as when you were younger, you didn't even have any real interest in pursuing fitness or anything like that because you felt like you were healthy, because you felt like you looked good. And so because of that, then you must be pretty healthy or maybe don't need exercise. And it's worked out well for you because at some point that shift happened and you got into doing something that was really amazing for you and your body and your health. And for some, we have to be really careful. That can be dangerous thinking if we go through our whole lives thinking, maybe I'm going to judge my health based on how I'm feeling, or maybe I'm going to judge my health based on how I'm looking. We can literally look great on the outside and be dying on the inside if we
Yeah.
don't take those steps to help ourselves. And I am sure you have extended your life and health and well-being by many years by taking those really positive steps, and then also making a difference in the lives of other people by helping them to take those same steps that you've been able to take to improve your health. I'm going to ask a few questions, and we're going to go through a little bit of a lightning round here. I'm going to ask some questions, and we're going to try to get to know a little bit more about what's happening right there in your gym. Can you describe a typical day or a typical workout that happens that members can tend to expect?
Yeah. So it's a 1 hour class. So the first 5 to 10 minutes, we'll have actually, sorry, the first 3 minutes is a briefing. So we'll talk about what the agenda is going to look like for the next hour. And then right after that, we immediately go into a general warm up. The coach is constantly walking the floor and walking you through that. So we do a general warm up, a specific warm up, and then we may do some lifting portion. If not, we start doing some stretching and warm up to work into the actual workout. So we'll always do like a practice round. Hey, just do 2 reps of these 3 movements. Okay, how'd the weight feel? How's everything? Making sure your body's responding to what you're about to do for the next 15 minutes. We're constantly vary, so it's like different every day, but this is just a generalization of what a class will look like. So then we'll work out together. Again, the coach is on the floor, encouraging and also just correcting if need be, because when intensity gets added, sometimes we get sloppy. And that's why we're here to make people move, to help people move safely and have fun with it. And then afterwards, once we are done with the workout, we actually have a cool down, which is not very rare for some places, but it's not very popular or very known. But we actually do a 5 minute cool down. So we circle up, we stretch together, and talked about either how much it sucked or how fun it was. And then after we stretch, we clean off our equipment and we do a sign off every class. We say 1, 2, 3, clap, clap, and we let a big woo out. And then that's the break off where everybody then goes and they're done with the class. So that's just a generalization of what a class would look like.
That's really cool. I've been seeing, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen, and I may know this answer from personal experience, but I'm going to ask you. You see these videos of the CrossFit Games and these really amazing superstar athletes doing these maneuvers that I just can't ever imagine doing myself. Is CrossFit something that is only for the great elite athlete, or can anyone step in and benefit from CrossFit?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So what if you've seen CrossFit Games, that's like the top like 1 to 2% in the world. A lot of times the rest of us are, it's cool to see and we do similar stuff, but not those people that you guys see on the CrossFit Games. They literally train and work out at 8 hours a day. So we come in what, an hour a day? That's not our day job. So we're just, it's cool to see that aspect on the games. But no, it's absolutely for anybody. I can have a class. I think our oldest member may be 72. I can have that individual in the class with my collegiate football player right next to him. They'll get, the weights may be different, right? They're gonna get the same stimulus out of the workout, but it may look just a little bit different. And our class is by reservation, so a coach will prep to make sure that we are ready to coach everybody, knowing that there's just that we know that everybody's going to be on different skill levels. Absolutely anybody can do it. My mother does it with me. My kids do it with me. My kids are 10 and 12. So it's all inclusive and it's amazing and you feel amazing. And again, you're going to meet some of the best people in Tucson, Arizona at our gym. We have a good group of people.
You've mentioned this community, and it's something that I noticed that really attracted me to your place, that I feel like your place is a community where families can step in, where families can feel safe, that I'd been able to bring my kids as they were preteens and teenagers and feel like that it's a place that they can go into, step in, have a good time, get in shape, and I really appreciate that. But what do you think it is that you do to promote that community atmosphere? What have you done to make that place a community?
I think the coaches, I think it's just building trust with people. It's just having that safe mentality, like I said. And I'll be honest, I've had, because the reality of it is sometimes women, it can be a little bit different being coached by a guy, by a male. I've had women come up to me on their own and just thank me and Saki for building such a safe environment. We just have a high integrity level of safety and just I think coaches just really win them over by trust. Hey, how's your day? Like when we come in, we try our best to greet everybody. My day sucked. Okay, then let's not probably lift as much weight, or we'll start already brainstorming like, okay, they had a really bad day. What movement do we know that could be a challenge? Hey, we'll modify it and change some things up. Or man, I had an amazing day, I feel great. Or so we really try to connect with everybody. You don't come in, you're not just like a number. We try to connect. And I think just with our staff building a trust level with everybody, that has helped us to coach them. And we've just made an easy environment, welcoming environment, not judgmental environment. And everyone's just so welcoming. And once you come in there, people, you would think we pay our members to tell. We have people walk in, you should join today. I'm like, I swear I don't tell them to tell you anything. This is all genuine. But people just get excited because they want to share it with them. They're like, you should come with us. It's so fun. But I think it starts just from the head down. I think we've just built a true level of trust with all of our members, and they appreciate that. And they know we truly have their best interests at heart. And I think that they really like that.
That's really fantastic. And I appreciate you talking about making this place safe for women. We're stepping out of Women's Health Month. We've been talking about a lot of different things that can help women to achieve their health goals, and fitness definitely is one of them. Whether those fitness levels, changing them can affect how we feel, can affect how we move, can affect our heart, it can affect our stress levels, it can affect our weight. There are so many things that that getting out and getting more physically fit can do for you. Every once in a while, I'll have a conversation with someone that gets concerned about maybe safety or the possibility of injury when doing any kind of workout. And then maybe they'll see CrossFit as something that's really intense and worry about that even more. What are some of the things that you do as we're starting to end here? What are some of the things that you do to help ensure the safety of your members during the workout to have the lowest likelihood of them having injuries?
Yeah, I feel like what happens is it's just constantly us. Even it may sound silly, but even in the warm up, we're out there walking the floor. I'm looking at faces. There's a lot of people, unfortunately, don't like to come in and say, "Man, my knee's bothering me." And so we're always just constantly present on the floor. If they're stretching, oh man, what's going? Oh yeah, you know what? My shoulder really. Oh man, your shoulder. Okay, let's grab a band. Let's stretch the shoulder out. So it's just us constantly being present and intentional when we're coaching. It's not like, all right, guys, let's go give me 500 jumping jacks and do some push-ups and we'll start this workout. It's like coaches are very intentional and present on the floor. And I think that that's really important. Not to say that we're perfect and nothing ever happens. It's like any other sport, right? Things can happen, but I feel like that helps our retention and why we're just continuing to do well and getting great results for all the members is coaches are intentional and we're present on the floor constantly.
That's cool. It's important to see that when you step into your facility, that it's not just a group of people that are walking in and doing exactly the same workout. Even though some of the movements are the same, what you're doing is being tailored for each person that walks in, for each person's fitness levels, for each person's level of health, for each person's specific injuries or things that they might be dealing with. That's really fantastic. All right, we're running out of time. I think we're going to have to figure out a way to continue this at a later time. But before we let you go, are there any parting words, anything else that you want to say? But before you do that, I just want to say thank you for being here. I wholeheartedly recommend you and what you're doing for my patients and our community. You guys have the best gym ever as far as I'm concerned. I love what you're doing. I love the community atmosphere. I love how it's safe for families and children. I really love what you guys are doing. So thank you for that. Let's leave some parting words. Anything else you want to say? Let's say that, and then how can people get a hold of you?
Yeah, no, I'd say if you haven't tried out any fit, I would say just try us out. Come in and check it out. Even just check out the facility, meet a coach. I'd highly encourage that. And then if you want to set up a time to come and get a tour or meet coaches or just see what our programming is, you can email us at info@crossfitsaguaro.com. Saguaro's SAGUARO.com, and that would be sent to me. So I would be reaching out to you personally and love to answer any questions or any curiosity you have and love to start your journey if you're interested. And thank you, Emil, because I don't take those words lightly. We appreciate you just, yeah, giving us this opportunity. And we thank you for your kind words and appreciate you and your family a ton.
You've earned it. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. And guys, thank you for joining us. If you have the desire to make fitness a part of your life, to change your health in that way, CrossFit Saguaro is a wonderful place to do that for you and for your family. Vanessa, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll see you soon.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.